Good morning, Flosstube. My name is Crystal, and this is my channel about cross stitch. There we go. Today is Monday, November 30th. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Ours was a little strange. I have been super honest about how nervous I am with the COVIDs. My husband has lung and heart issues, so we have been just kind of hunkering down. Thanksgiving is my holiday, and I don't like confrontation or disappointing people, so I agreed to host it, like I do every year. And then I got lucky. My brother canceled about a week before Thanksgiving because he wanted to go do something with his girlfriend, and that's cool. And then about 3 days before Thanksgiving, my mom could tell, like, Grayson was sniffly, and Zoe had just gotten over a cold. So I was like, anxiety through the roof, and she could tell, so she canceled too. So it was just the four of us, and we made a 24-pound turkey. I made enough food for 3 families, and we made it all, and we still have leftovers. But it was a good time. We had lunch and decorated the house and watched movies. We watched Home Alone, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Homebody. I am a homebody. But I wanted to get an update video going. So let's see, a couple of Okay, last week I uploaded Whip Bins Part 4 and a Stitch With Me where I answered a bunch of tag questions that I had found on the internet. I've got some really good messages from that one. I'm going to keep doing those until I run out of questions, I guess. It's just kind of fun to get to know people, right? Like, that's the point, is to make friends, and that's the best part of Flosstube. So I'm going to keep doing that. This week you can look for a flip through. Will be up, I think, on Wednesday, and then another Stitch With Me will be up on Friday. So there's those two. And let's get into finishes and whips. Are kind of mixed together. All right, so my first finish was an FFO, and it was Seasons in Chalk Art Winter. This is from Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine. All of these are in the 2016 Just Cross Stitch magazine. You can get that on anniescatalog.com, I want to say. I don't know. But I love it. And this hangs right there. So she's got to get back on the wall. This is a frame from Goodwill that I wrapped the glass with some black check fabric, and this is on magnets and washers. One of them has come undone, and then the bow is just glued on. So it's easy to swap out. So that's my first one. My next one is, they're out of order on my page. You're in Chalk from Hands On Design. Oh, you can't see that. My lighting is terrible. I'm using my overhead light because it is like pitch black outside still. We have snow coming down. And the cats. They're having a rumble. So if the floor shakes, that's what it is. But this is by Hands On Design. This and Winter, they're both stitched on 14 count black Aida. Oh, here they go. Oh, and I'm sorry that my TV screensaver's on. I used 3865, which is my favorite white, and a random strand of red. The red is here, here, and in these berries. There wasn't much of it at all. And this is the same kind of finish. It is a frame from Goodwill that I chalk painted white. It has some black check fabric in it, and then it's just on there with magnets and washers, and the bow is glued on. So it's an easy swap out also. I only have January and February left to do of this series. So that's exciting because I'll have them all. And the winter that I showed first, I have done 4 out of the 7. I'm going to take a break from them. I might start them again in the fall or winter of 2021. End of next year. All right. And my last FFO is Starlit Snowflake. This is stitched on 14 count Aida that I tea-dyed. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. I did the fall one and showed it previously. I finished the stitching for this last month and then just FFO'd it over the weekend. This is just some ribbon that I hot glued onto the back of the piece, and then I tied ribbon around the top, and this is on magnets and washers also, and it just sits in a little easel. The colors that I used, because this is charted 3 different colorways, I used 2 greens and 2 reds. Whichever your favorites are. I know one of the reds is $4.98. I can't remember the other 3, and I don't have it written down. But I love this one. In January, I'll be doing the red colorway for Valentine's Day. So that's all of my FFOs. I do have some finishes. And there goes a street sweeper. It's all kinds of loud. All right. Early American series. I had shown you last week that I finished John Hancock. And this week, I put in the border. I started the border above John Hancock. And it was a wrinkly, wrinkly mess. So the border is from Vonna Pfeiffer. This is what it looks like so far. Pardon all the wrinkles. The only changes I'm making to the Early Americans is I'm not using ecru. I'm using 3865 because ecru doesn't show up on this fabric. Anyway, the border is from Vonna Pfeiffer. It is free to use. You just need to give her credit if you post on social media. You can Google Vonna Pfeiffer Early Americans border and you will find it. So I'm excited to start the next block in December. All right, and because that was such a little tiny bit of stitching, I decided to pull out this Mistletoe Lane. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. This was a stitch along in Jolly July that I did not keep up with. And so this became my strand a day project a month ago or so, and I finished it up last week. And I love it. I have no clue how I'm going to finish it yet. I kind of want to just frame it. I don't know. This is stitched on 14 count Graceful Gray Aida with all the called for DMC. So I love that one. That one is a done. And then I finished that one really quick. So that evening I pulled out, and I don't have the little page because I didn't print the cover photo. This is from the 2017 ornament issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And this is Snow Much Fun at the North Pole. Oh, my screen window. from Pumpkin. I wrote this down somewhere. Pumpkin Lane Stitchery? Pumpkin something stitchery. So my lighting's bad, but this is actually a really light blue, and the base of this is a really light pink. It all kind of blends in together. But this was done on a scrap of 14 count tea-dyed Aida with the called for DMC. So he's going to get turned into a little ornament. And then I finished that one and was like, what else can I pull out? So this is a freebie from Heart in Hand. It's called Love Lives Here. And the wrinkles. I apologize. This was just a tiny little small that was one of my Mania starts. And I whipped it out. This is 14 count, a scrap of 14 count tea-dyed Aida with the called for DMC. Oh, the lighting is so rough. There we go. So that little guy got done. I was pretty pleased to just cross some things off the list. And then my next whip. Oh, my last whip. My last whip I started yesterday for my birthday. It is part of the 3 Little Words series from Lizzie Kate. You can find them on 123 Stitch. I started this yesterday, November 29th, and I'm going to work on it on the 29th of every month. Except this, I might throw a strand or 2 in because I am this close to done. So this is the first one I'm doing. It's called Today Choose Joy. And I started and almost finished this yesterday. It's really, really sweet. So I'm doing all 7 of them. Oh, pardon that, the lights. Oh, that's bad. Okay. So I'm doing all 7. It looks like it's pitch black behind me. It's not. It's not. I'm doing all 7 in a tall row, and then there's a free border on Lizzie Kate's website for the whole thing. So if you want to stitch this along with me, I'm using the hashtag 3 Little Words. The 3 is a number. 3 Little Words Be Day Sal. So that was that one. And I think on Tuesday this week, Wednesday this week, I have very little stitching planned, like just a very small thing to do. So I might try and finish this little block on Tuesday. That's why it's staying in a hoop. And the piece of fabric is massive. Massive. Because it's so tall. It's so tall. And I started in the middle. And those Christmas lights are something else. So that is all of my finishes, FFOs, and whips. Let's do some, oh, I got a card in the mail for my birthday from Amy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your note was really sweet. And it is fun because we can be totally different people and we have the same major interest, stitching. And she tucked in some little DMCs. So that is exciting. That was fun to get. And then haul. So I finally got my December trucking along. Luckily, I'm not doing this one until next November. But I finally got this in the mail. And then right behind it, I got January, which was starting to make me nervous because I'm starting this one in December. And if the January one was going to take as long as December got to get here, I don't know. But it's cute. Look at those snowmen with their hands up. Whee! So I don't know how I'm going to... Part of me wants to stitch this all as one piece, like Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop is doing. Part of me wants to stitch it in 2 pieces. I need to brainstorm. I have about a week. I need to brainstorm how I'm going to finish this before I start it. So I also got Rudolph and Mr. Claus. This is one of the Sip of the Seasons. I am doing all of the Sip of the Seasons. This one might be my favorite. That stinking reindeer is so cute in his jammies. And I got Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I do not know if I'm going to stitch this on blue. I do not know. I do not know. I might actually stitch this on black. I don't know. Or really dark. Maybe like vintage country mocha. I don't know. And then I got my winter Chalk Talk from Hands On Design. These need to find a spot in the roster because I really like them. Although, I don't think I'm going to do them on black. I've seen people doing them on like tea-dyed, and I really like that. So I might just do that. Ooh, sorry. So that is all of the haul I have. This is a quick video, which I needed it to be. I have a lot to do today. Last week, this was the giveaway, and nobody said the word red. So we're going to try it one more time, and if not, I'll just give it away to a friend. So this is La Di Da Little Red House. If you're interested in this, use the word red, and I will ship it off. Plans. I have a lot of plans for the first week of December. Today I'm going to be doing the Lizzie Kate December stamp. I've got to get that done and up. And then I'm starting Santa Claus is Coming to Town from The Real Housewives, Jolly St. Nick from The Real Housewives. I have my ornament scheduled for this week on Wednesday, but it's tiny, so that's why I'm hoping I'll be able to finish out that birthday style thing. I'm starting the next block of Early Americans. I have Women of the Mayflower and Land That I Love are both up for their day of the month. And then Christmas Carol, A Christmas Carol from Stitching Book Club starts this week on the 5th. Yes. So we're reading A Christmas Carol, and there's a stitch along. I think it comes out in 3 parts. And the first part drops on the 5th. So I am going to use that as my strand a day project for the month of December because I want it done by the end of December. So in January, I will pick up a whip and go from there. So that is all I have. I don't know if I just talked really fast or I didn't have that much to show. It might be that I focused a lot on a couple of pieces to get them done. Might also be because I don't have a whole lot of personal life stuff to talk about. I mean, I'm sure I do, but nothing I can think of off the top of my head. So that is all I have. Look for those extra videos coming out this week. And if you haven't seen the ones from last week, go check them out and give this video a like if you liked it. And until next Monday, I hope everyone has a really blessed week. See you later.